Froggy, I don't care what you say. You cannot kick my ass.
But if I don't kick your ass, how will your ass not be kicked?
No, you missed my point. You know why you can't kick my ass?
Because I have no legs, you son of a bitch.
Exactly, you cripple.
Hello, everybody. It's me, the comic book frog, and I apologize. We need to change that intro because that's not the intro anymore. That's from last season with the bell, and it was wrong.
You should have got the new one.
You know, there's two of us here. I can't do everything, but I can say
I know,
this.
but I'm glitching over here.
Yes, puppet glitch. Yes, glitchatine. Welcome to the show tonight, everybody. I gotta say, this show has been amping up. I've been loving it. Anatoly, you're on the show tonight. Great. Anatoly, you're probably wondering who's Anatoly. Anatoly, well, from Arrow. He's from the
actor.
Yes, the actor. But like we always, everybody knows him. If anybody's watched CW, he's Anatoly. And I gotta say, it's really weird seeing this guy without his Russian accent. Obviously, he's Henry. He's someone that worked with Henry's father. That's basically the quit. You know, Henry goes to seek him out. But meanwhile, well, there's a story going on here. The restaurant pretty much is hurting for business because, well, when they had the earthquake, everything, basically went to crap. I gotta say, this is starting to sound more and more like the Glades and Arrow. We got Anatoly on here. We got an earthquake. Yeah. If Tommy Merlin walks out in the next episode, I'll be freaking out.
That's right. But also, there's a lot of interesting things going on with Nikki and with Henry. With Anatoly, obviously, but with Henry, he is going ahead and he's having this little adventure. Last week, I wasn't sure why the hell we were following him. I thought it was kind of pointless. However, this week I'm a little more intrigued now with how they're going with this adventure and how to tie into our main character's side. But should we address what this episode's all about?
Yes, it's all about, well, there's a guy who basically creates chaos. He's behind this. He's a former military or background guy.
That's right.
Max Beer. He's
Kung Fu's version of Froggy.
How dare you?
Well, no. There's a major difference. You don't get caught.
Well, he has legs too. But anyway, I want to point out that this guy basically, what he does, well, he takes advantage. He was behind the theft of all the goods, and now he basically wants to come in and be like a savior to everybody. This guy creates chaos so he can profit off of this. Nikki and her sister Althea and Evan find out about this guy. Because it basically, by tracing the bomb that nearly destroyed them, it went to this guy's account. This guy ends up basically going to the committee where basically everybody from even Nikki's parents are there too. They're upset because they never got their relief. They were promised a relief bill, and I gotta say though that they got money, and now the government wants them to pay the money back from the loan, which is kind of funny because you think about this, isn't too far off from the COVID loans. Remember, everybody got loans, and this possibly could happen to us in real life. They can ask us to pay back everything, but regardless, so everybody's upset. This guy was sitting in the meeting. He learns that there's that from someone shouting out saying the only person that actually cares about the city is actually the Shen daughter. So he has no idea which one it is until he figures out that it's actually Nikki, and finds out that Nikki has a sister who's a hacker. Yes, because it's public knowledge that she Althea hacked into the emergency broadcast system using her app to warn everybody to get to safety because the earthquake's about to happen.
Yeah. So with that, there's also drama because it seems that Evan has gone ahead, done all he can, and a deal has been offered. And basically, if Althea wants to avoid prison, she has to give up the internet for a year. This plot sounds kind of ridiculous to me, but that aside, they're basically trying to go ahead and put a crutch. I mean, they did introduce Bo. You know, he's the new dashing vigilante, and he does some light hacking too. But Althea will not be able to be on the phone. Will not be able to get on a laptop. I guess she can't even go to the library and use the computer there, huh? It's all just no.
In a perfect world, they'd probably realize that she saved millions of people by hacking into the system and using it. They'd probably just say, you know what? Just don't do it again.
That's right. But with this, I guess they just want to crutch her a little bit. That being said, she goes ahead. This episode gets to use some of that skill. And because she started hacking into the operation, as it were, it seems that she's in real danger. She's taken by the troublemaker, the Froggy of Kung Fu.
Not the Froggy of Kung Fu. And how dare you say someone is me? You don't speak for my kind. Bigot.
I didn't say he was frog-like.
You're not my white savior.
I'm not very white, am I? I'm look at my felt. Look at my felt, Froggy.
I don't want it. It's gross. It's hideous.
You're a fluffy frog. You're one to talk.
Yeah, I'm cute and cuddly.
Cute and cuddly, huh? Okay. Enough. This isn't a contest. But with this episode,
I'm awesome. You're not. Let's kick back into it in high gear.
Yes. They are able to, Nikki, while all this is going on, is also dealing with the fact that her Shifu's back. We've discussed this before. Her Shifu, her sensei, whatever you want to call her, her teacher. She is back from the dead, and she is wearing this amulet. And they go ahead and they figure that this amulet is responsible for bringing her back. But it was also the amulet tied directly into the alchemist from last season, you know. So it seems that she is within her, perhaps. And if they destroy this, they'll destroy the essence of her, but it could also kill Pei-Ling.
So basically, Nikki doesn't want to do that. She avoids it.
They do it anyway.
Well, hold on. We'll get to the ending when we get to the ending. But meanwhile, in the dream world, not just kidding, it's not dream world. It's pretty much, last season took place in the spiritual world, basically Kung Fu Limbo. It turns out that guess who's back?
Back again.
Zhao Lin, and I forgot what the other dude's name is. The one that's Kerwin? Yes, Kerwin.
It wasn't Kerwin. I was wrong. I think it's Samuel.
No, it is Kerwin.
Pretty sure it's not.
It's not Samuel.
Pretty sure it's not.
Kerwin is the one that was basically taken over. Look it up, bro. Anyway, those two basically are survived. As far as we know, they're being chased by a guy with a huge freaking sword that apparently reaps the dead. And when he goes to attack, basically those two, Zhao Lin ends up getting her arm cut, and this, as Kerwin's talking to her later on, basically says, "Hey, he only reaps people are dead. When he cut your arm bleeded. You didn't die, so you were still alive. So that means
Simon.
Sorry, Simon. I don't know why I say Kerwin. Kerwin sounds familiar though.
That was her. That was what's his name? Tan's son.
Isn't that Tan's son?
No, this is not.
Oh, it isn't. Okay, my bad. I looked a lot like it's like son. Anyway, so basically though, so now she's pretty much like trapped over there. For those who watch that horrible Supergirl show, when she was trapped in the Phantom Zone, this is the same thing, but it's on Kung Fu, and it's a lot better written.
Yes.
So if she's alive, that means she can escape the basically, we'll call it the Phantom Zone of Kung Fu. And I'm hoping she does too, because it's great. But until then, I'm glad that she's still in the show. I'm glad Henry's still in the show. There is one more thing to do. After Althea was kidnapped, they found out that by the security footage in the bar, thanks to Henry, or not Henry, but Dennis,
Yep.
or Althea's boyfriend or husband.
Dennis, yes.
Husband. Anyway, they find who it is. Althea is basically being forced to rob somebody else because she's a very basically hacker skills by the Max Devier, the criminal. Not really a mastermind, more of an idiot. Yeah, so basically, she leaves her IP edge open. That way,
they can be tracked.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the name is. The one that the new
Bo.
By Bo.
Bo.
I guess his name's Bo. Oh,
his name's Bo. Yes,
Bo.
that is Nikki's new Bo. Bo.
Yes, at the end. No, just shut up. At the end, yeah, they basically track Althea. They come to Althea's rescue. Only after Althea basically turns out the lights and kicks the guy in the foot and makes escape. As she's about to be shot, Nikki comes in, does her wah, and just goes kung fu, and this basically they have actually a pretty epic little fight there where Nikki was actually being kicked back a little bit, but then the guy is basically because he doesn't know kung fu, gets the kung fu kicked out of him. Yeah, so all's well and done. But at the end, basically Althea comes clean to her husband, talks about the deal, and she says, "If I can survive this, I can survive without texting or no internet." But how will they even know though? If you're freaking, they're not going to know unless you actually.
They're saying that they're going to have somebody monitoring her. Yes, it's kind of a ridiculous plot point, but it's whatever. With that, there at the end of this all, they go ahead. Pei-Ling is like, I went ahead and dug into myself.
Yeah, Nikki basically explains this called Pei-Ling. Pei-Ling says, "You know what you have to do? We have to destroy the pendant because I cannot live like this. Since I came back, I've been struggling with something eating at me, gnawing at me. This isn't right. It's an abomination." And she basically smashes the amulet. And that's pretty much left off with that. Later on, we see Nikki hooking up with her. Well, not hooking up. I mean, she goes and thanks, Bo for helping her.
No, it's hooking up. Because she goes there and apparently texted Bo to come over. And Bo's like, "What do you want to talk about?" And she's like, "I don't want to talk." And then they just kiss. And you know exactly where that's heading.
You know what? As a gentleman, I don't make assumptions.
Make the assumption, Froggy.
Yes. I'm a gentleman, Froggy.
Yes. What we should be talking about, though, is Henry. Henry with Anatoly. He's not really Anatoly, but you get the point. They go ahead and they find this item that they've been looking for. And they thought it was somewhere in China, but no. They know where it's moved to. They go ahead, they lift up the case, and
they basically break it under, do a little DNA. Yeah. When Henry goes to hold this round disc object, looks like a compass or whatever. It glows green, and then until it gets boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
I know.
He's dead. He's
so dead.
No respect. Henry just basically books it out of there.
I should say though that it was actually a very well shot scene.
Very well shot scene.
Because when he got shot, he moved in such a way. It was like, oh crap, he got hit, and then he hits the ground. It was great. Sorry, but it was.
No.
But no, it's very like you can feel the heat is on, and Henry
is after the artifact.
Yep.
I bet he's a Nazi too. Dr. Jones. Henry Jones.
So next week it seems that Henry is going to be wanted, and Nikki is going to go to Bangkok to find him, and hopefully they'll be able to settle things. But with her new boyfriend, how is this all going to go down? Is Henry going to come back to LA? Are problems going to arise?
I mean,
we're going to have to wait and see.
It goes back to that gift, little girl. Why not both?
Why not both?
I'm curious something because I actually not really curious. I mean, I'm kind of really excited about this because those of you who played the Uncharted games, there's always a B&E exploring, lost locations, history, and all stuff, supernatural artifacts. I'm loving this. Bring on the adventure with Nikki, Shen, and Henry Jones.
Yeah. So ultimately, we are going to have to just wait and see. But next week, it looks like it will be a good episode. Solid, strong points. Obviously, I have a problem with you're not going to be able to use the internet for a year. That sounds like total bullshit.
Only the She-Hulk writers could do that.
Yeah, if She-Hulk writers could somehow figure out how to create a good show and give us something to shrug off every now and again, that'd be fine. But instead, it's far too much to shrug on these shoulders.
But this show for another review.
That's
this show is great. I'm loving it. It is awesome. It is. When we first heard about this show, I think we reviewed it over on the Extreme Movie Show.
Yeah, actually. We took it from a pair of humans.
Yes, whereas and over there, well, I gotta say, we were kind of iffy because I had watched the first season of original Kung Fu with David Carradine.
You weren't a fan.
This was nothing like this. I gotta say, no offense to those who like the David Carradine, but this show's miles better.
Who's miles better?
Your mom.
That wasn't my mother's name. Anyway, yes, you've heard our thoughts. We want to hear yours. Make sure to comment down below. If you're not watching it, give it a chance. Why not? What are you watching on TV that's taking its place? Go ahead. It deserves it. Also, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. We're going to go live in about 5 minutes for Stargirl. Make sure to check us out over there. Until next week, we'll see you back for Kung Fu.
Click like, subscribe, and thank you very much. Leave your
comments. I literally just said that. Bye.
Yes. Straight.
Gay.